Ever wondered how much your favorite F1 teams and drivers really make? We're talking millions in prize money, jaw-dropping sponsorship deals, and bonuses that can change everything in a single race. In Formula One, the competition isn't just on the track, it's in the bank accounts too. From top teams like Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes battling for a slice of a massive $1 billion prize pool, to drivers banking millions in bonuses. This sport is a high-speed financial showdown. Stick around as we dive into the fascinating world of F1 prize money, how it's split, who gets the biggest cut, and how much these drivers actually take home. Trust me, the numbers will surprise you. Let's get into it, how F1 prize money is distributed. The Formula One prize money system is complex, but I'll break it down into something easy to understand. Every year, there's around $1 billion up for grabs, and this money gets split among the F1 teams based on their performance and a few other key factors. How the money is split: performance-based distribution. First and foremost, a big chunk of the prize money is divided based on where teams finish in the Constructors' Championship. The better a team finishes, the more money they earn. For example, if a team like Red Bull finishes first, they could take home up to 14% of the total prize pool. Mid-tier teams like McLaren and Aston Martin still get their share, but it's a smaller portion based on their lower standings. Equal share payment. Every team also receives an equal share of the money. This is designed to help even the playing field a bit, so all teams, no matter where they finish, get a base amount. Think of this as a participation reward for being part of the F1 grid. Historical bonus: Ferrari's special deal. Ferrari, being one of the oldest and most iconic teams in F1 history, gets a special bonus just for their legacy in the sport. This extra money is part of an agreement known as the Concorde Agreement, which allows Ferrari to earn more than other teams, regardless of their performance on the track. This is a unique deal that only Ferrari enjoys. The Concorde Agreement. This is the contract that all the teams sign, agreeing on how the revenue is split. It not only covers prize money, but also how teams share in other revenue streams like TV rights and sponsorships. The Concorde Agreement is why teams get paid the way they do, and it keeps the system balanced at least somewhat between the richer, top-performing teams and those further down the grid. In simple terms, teams are paid based on where they finish in the championship. Everyone gets a base amount, and Ferrari gets a little extra because of its history. The better you race, the more you earn. But F1's structure ensures that even the smaller teams can survive and compete. F1 teams' additional revenue sources. Now that we know how the prize money is split, let's talk about where F1 teams get their real money sponsorships and investments. These are the lifeblood of a team's finances and keep the wheels turning, literally. Sponsorships are by far the biggest moneymakers for F1 teams. Every time you see a logo on a car, a driver's suit, or even on the team's equipment, that's a company pouring millions, sometimes billions, into the sport. These companies invest in F1 because it's a powerful global platform that boosts their brand image. Whether it's tech giants, luxury watchmakers, or energy drink brands, they all want a piece of the F1 spotlight. And for the teams, this sponsorship money is crucial. It helps fund car development, race logistics, and even the salaries of those superstar drivers. Car manufacturers' investments? Then we have the investments from car manufacturers themselves. Big names like Mercedes and Ferrari don't just race in F1 for fun, they use their success on the track to make their road cars more desirable. Winning races and championships in F1 enhances the brand's prestige and showcases their technological prowess to the world. So, these companies pour millions into their F1 teams to ensure they stay competitive. When Mercedes dominates a season, it's not just a victory on the track, it's a boost to their entire brand, helping them sell more cars and cement their reputation as world-class engineers. Why this matters? This blend of sponsorships and investments is what keeps F1 teams running at such a high level. It's a cycle. Success on the track brings in more sponsors and investments, and that money helps the teams continue to push the limits of what's possible. This is why F1 isn't just about racing, it's a global business that drives innovation, fame, and fortune. So, whether it's sponsorships that help brands shine, or manufacturers using F1 as a platform to show off their engineering excellence, this financial ecosystem is what powers the sport you love. Stick with us, because we're about to break down how this affects every team on the grid. The the budget cap and its impact. Let's talk about one of the biggest game changers in modern Formula One, the budget cap. Introduced to level the playing field, this $135 million cap was designed to prevent the wealthiest teams from spending their way to victory and leaving everyone else in the dust. By limiting how much each team can spend, F1 ensures that success isn't just about who has the deepest pockets, but also about who's the smartest and most efficient with their resources. How does it work? Before the cap, top teams like Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull could spend hundreds of millions more than smaller teams, using their extra cash to develop cutting-edge technology and gain a massive advantage. But with the budget cap in place, everyone has to stick to the same spending limit, $135 million, which covers everything from car development to team operations. This means that teams now need to be more strategic about where they allocate their funds, forcing them to prioritize efficiency and innovation over raw spending power. The impact on teams: the budget cap has had a huge impact on how teams operate. For the big players, it's been an adjustment. They can no longer throw unlimited money at problems and expect to dominate. Now, they have to carefully balance their spending across research, development, and race day strategy. For smaller teams, though, the cap has been a blessing. It's brought them closer to the front of the pack by reducing the financial gap, giving them a real chance to compete against the giants. Base salary Vs. Performance bonuses. Every driver has a base salary, which is the guaranteed amount they'll make just for showing up in racing. For top-tier drivers like Max Verstappen, that number is eye-popping. In 2022, Verstappen reportedly earned around $40 million in base salary alone. But that's just the beginning. These drivers can also earn massive performance bonuses. When Verstappen clinched his championships and won key races, his bonus pool swelled by another $20 million. So, that's $60 million in a single year, just for being the best on the grid. Sponsorship deals for drivers, but the salary and bonuses aren't the only ways drivers make money. Sponsorship deals play a massive role. F1 drivers are global superstars, and brands are eager to have their names associated with these athletes. Personal endorsements from luxury brands, tech companies, and even clothing lines can boost a driver's income significantly. For example, Lewis Hamilton has endorsement deals with brands like Tommy Hilfiger and Monster Energy, which bring in millions of dollars on top of his racing earnings. Why this matters? This combination of base salary, performance bonuses, and sponsorship deals makes F1 drivers some of the highest paid athletes in the world. The stakes are high, and the rewards are even higher. Whether it's winning races or securing lucrative endorsements, F1 drivers are in a constant race to boost their earnings both on and off the track. How the financial side impacts the sport. Now let's explore how the financial side of Formula One directly impacts the sport itself. Money doesn't just fund the cars and pay the drivers. It fuels the rivalries and shapes the competition at every level. Financial rivalries. In Formula One, the fight for dominance isn't just on the track. It's also in the bank accounts. Teams like Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes have long-standing rivalries, not just because they want to win races, but because financial power allows them to push the limits of technology, strategy, and talent. These top teams spend huge amounts on research and development, trying to gain even the smallest advantage that could be the difference between first and second place. The more money a team has, the more resources they can dedicate to refining every aspect of their performance, from aerodynamics to pit stops. The future of F1 finances. Looking ahead, the financial landscape of Formula One is likely to keep evolving. The distribution of prize money could change as the sport grows, possibly giving more support to smaller teams to keep things competitive. Sponsorship dynamics might also shift as new brands enter the sport, and we could see the rise of new financial powerhouses, teams backed by emerging car manufacturers or tech companies that bring fresh money into the sport. The financial side of Formula One is just as intense and competitive as the racing itself, influencing everything from team performance to driver salaries and sponsorship deals. As F1 continues to evolve, understanding the money behind the sport gives us a deeper appreciation for the battles that happen both on and off the track. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more insider insights into the world of phone, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned for our next video.